I apologize for being a day late. Unfortunately, I've been working on some other stuff. I apologize. With that being said, let's get into this cause I'm going want to do a couple more things tonight before I go. With that being said, let's get into this. And shout out to Cop Talk Live. And the title for his is called 304 is on Patrol when female cops are for the streets. With that being said, let's get it.
Up here from the northwest suburbs of Chicago, and it's a nice damn day. No humidity and all that crap, and we're live. 708-982-0974. We go live every Wednesday. A little bit of housekeeping to do in the beginning of this. If you're not subscribed to coptalklive.org, go ahead and do it. Go and that's better. I can hear myself. Go to coptalklive.org. When you actually go to the website, a page is going to pop up and it's going to say, hey, do you want to subscribe? We get like a daily newsletter that we do. It's on articles and news features and police issues and more. Also, do not forget, we are now on Patreon every Monday night at 9 p.m. Eastern, except for this last Monday. Every Monday night at 9 p.m. Eastern, we do a roll call. You guys got stuff you want to bring up and you're like, hey, this is what you should cover for the week? Get on the roll call. Monday nights. Patreon, Cop Talk Live. Once a month, we have yet to do this yet because we're going to need people that want to hear about how to change cop culture. We have speakers. The first Thursday of the month, I'm going to have guest speakers, people who are going to come on from whatever point of view they have, the anti-police, the pro-police, whatever we can do to change the culture on there. A big thanks to, before the show is Copville OG. Mike is live on Wednesdays too. He's before my show, so you can go check him out on Copville OG on YouTube and Instagram. I'm still better than him. I'm still racking up the bodies more than he. You know, you're snoozing on that cruise, so I've been racking up the TikTok cop bodies for you, Mike. But all right, Counterculture is also, we're proud to be a part of that. We are live with Counterculture on Friday nights. We all do an open mic. I gotta get into this. We're gonna get into a couple minutes about Hoes on Patrol. How do I say this? Ladies, I get shit sent to me about you guys all the fucking time. My DMs are full, and it's a curse, and it's a blessing to a degree because when I first really decided to really focus fully on law enforcement content is to clean up the profession. It's just shitty. The profession,
Yeah, it is a shitty profession.
with departments that are so lax, and you got unqualified people who have become command staff, don't know what they're doing. They're letting the inmates run the asylum, and we have real shitty men and women on the street who are a danger to the community. It's not a joke. It's not a matter of, oh God, I sound like Biden. Shit. It's not to like, I don't like these fucking people, so I'm doing shit on them. It's literally the way that I look at this. And this is legitimately how I discern whether or not I want to do law enforcement content. It's specifically my dad. Now, my dad he's been in sales forever, retail, and he's extremely social. And he's from Chicago, but he left that, growing up in the 50s and 60s side where they used to brawl in the back alley shit. That's not him anymore, right? He's a very, very calm, rational, conservative man, but he can talk to people. The problem I always thought is when you take an older man, he's 75, he's taller, he's 6 feet tall, and how would a cop today who's younger, 21, not very confident in themselves, doesn't have the ability to talk and have exchange dialogue, how would they feel if they stopped my dad and my dad is talking, and my dad's authoritative, and would they feel threatened? And I started to play scenarios in my head. Like, what happens if my dad gets pulled over for something that he doesn't realize, yeah, you can't get pulled over that for? And he starts to argue. Are these cops going to be so insecure in their ability where they don't know half the shit they do? Is he going to become a statistic? Are we going to see, am I going to see my dad in a video where we're going to have the morons who bootleg like crazy saying, well, he fucked around and found out, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. The point being is I started to put my loved ones in scenarios dealing with today's cops, and I'm like, I don't want, and my sisters, my niece is driving now, my aunts, I don't want anybody that I love dealing with these cops in the street because they don't know what the fuck they're doing.
They don't.
They have no clue. the First Amendment is. They can't articulate the difference between reasonable suspicion and probable cause. They don't know when somebody does or doesn't criminal trespass property. But what they do know how to do is go to their fucking guns. They do know how to sit there and pig pile 5-on-1, beat the shit out of somebody because they can't articulate a conversation with somebody. So when I started doing this content, it was calling out this shit behavior because I was never like this. Maybe it's just I've been out of the game for so long. Every fucking cop I ever worked with, well, not all of you, they could do the job. They could do the job. They could run circles around me. They were so damn good. I worked in a great fucking area. And sadly, people like Matt Thornton. Matt Thornton's the last of that generation up in the area that I was with. He mirrors our style, my style of policing, because that's where we came from. And we don't have that today. So whenever I do this shit with you guys, and it got like this. This is officer, former constable, I believe her name is Jasmine Jackson. I've put her stuff up online before because I thought this is inappropriate. Being in a squad car going, now have I taken squad car selfies? Of course I have. Of course I have. I got a lot of squad car selfies when I was on the job. Am I a fan of women who are sexualizing themselves? I fucking love whores. Love it. I love women who are so confident in their sexuality. Fucking wear bikinis, lingerie, parade that shit around. I don't care if you're fucking, if you are a big woman, but you know how to balance your sexuality, use it. What I can't stand is the crossover to professional and not knowing when to turn that off, right? I never demonize women for their sexuality. I demon women for being whores who have badges. That's a big problem, and it's not coming from me. It's behind the scenes. Anyways, I posted this picture up yesterday, and this is the problem I have. She doesn't get it. So I want to explain this. I want to speak to you and one other cop today, and I want to speak in a way that you'll understand because all the other female cops out there in America need to see what's coming because this is one of the main things I bitch about why you guys should not be cops. It's for your own safety. Not having the shit beat out of you by a guy on duty. It's for your integrity. It's for your image. It's like that Megan, whatever her name is, who slept with 5 coworkers and she was a meme like crazy across America, but her male coworkers were never vilified. The same guys who all said, oh, you're fucking her, you're fucking her, I want to fuck her too. None of them were demonized or vilified. We don't know their names, but we know her name, right? So everybody knows who she is. They make her a meme, and she just did the exact same thing that they fucking did, right? So women don't get, when you're put in this type of profession, male-dominated, you're the fucking butt of every joke. You're the fucking whore. You've been passed around, even if you haven't, right? You're the gossip queen. So someone, it wasn't really me, somebody put on this picture, I gotta find this comment, somebody put up here,
and before you finish, 3 or 4 cops are simply this right here. That's what 3 or 4 cops are. Let's get back into this.
I gotta find this comment. Somebody put up here that they were talking about her, and they tried to put something in her mind which she clearly didn't get, and it's caught in my craw, if you will. Here it is. Someone sat there and said, fire her. Matt Walker says, fire her. And Sabrina Camille says, why? Because she's a beautiful woman and she looks beautiful. I'm sure she could do her job. No, these are distraction problems that we have in law enforcement. I would rather have a sea of females who look like Rosie O'Donnell bulldogs than to do the job. You've seen what happens with guys.
He got a point though.
Next thing you know, you got the women. Oh, right.
He do got a point though. You got these female cops looking like IG baddies. and like 5'2" and like 120. What can a 5'2", 120 woman do against a guy that's my size, 5'9", 300 pounds? She can't do nothing. Let's get back into it. Come on. Come on.
Are attractive. Next thing you know, you get the women. Oh, me, and you fucking women are 100 times worse at the bullshit catcalling crap than men are. You women are fucking hypocrites. I had a broad today in my comment section go personal attack on me. Why I don't endorse both men and women, and I invited her on a podcast. So of course she blew that one off, saying that if I was only going to be attacking her in the comment section, that she was going to do it. And I restricted her shit because it's always the same fucking thing with you women. You women love to poke the bear. Oh, you got little dick energy. You're a short man, aren't you? Who hurt you? And then when you go, hey, fat cunt. Oh my God, why would you say that? That's how you women are. So you can't handle that.
I'm beginning like this, dude.
Jasmine Jackson again. And I need to point this out because I don't have a fucking problem with you. The way that you think. Yes. Thank you. I do my job very well. Hence to why I still have a job. Keep that in mind. I want to bring it up for a second. I was off duty when I took this photo. My agency can see my page and has no policies have been broken. You know, I'm a damn good officer. That's why they're not worried about what others think. I'm used to the negative haters because of my followers. Don't bother me. The more interactions I get, the more I get paid. Okay, so you're admitting number one that you leverage your uniform to get fucking cash on the job? I have to wonder if that's a department policy violation because you have to get that clear from the chief. So I brought that up. And here's what a guy brought up in this photo of hers. You absolutely are the last person I want responding to a crisis. Bottom line, any critical incident you're called on, you're a distraction.
Looking like a hoe.
You're not a baddie. You're just attention. It should have been attention. And gossip at the station. The liability will eventually get a good cop killed. Having to save you from your own inability to take the position and the community seriously. Please stay away from other people's children. Because she's doing this. Now, my God, woman, let me tell you something. If you eat at the Y, fuck send daddy videos. That shit's hot. Go ahead. I don't give a fuck about that. What you choose to do, who you fuck, if you do gangbangs on the weekend, I don't care, man. Hot, more power to you, all that shit. When you bring it into your profession, when you're portraying yourself as a professional police officer, you're shitting on every other fucking female cop out there to begin with. Now, before you females start harumping in the comment section, nodding, you're the fucking problem. So yeah, I'll get to you in a second. So I commented on this. The fact that you even laugh over this issue, or is the issue. You're not a professional. It's very sad you'll learn later on in life. And she doesn't get it. Do you want me to cry you a river? Please. I'm the police. We deal with haters every day in real life. This is social media. Hate ain't nothing. LMAO. We as officers deal with real life hate. She doesn't get it, dude. Doesn't get it. And that's the fucking problem I have with this. And here's the deal. Right? I didn't see your shit. Somebody sent me. I'm not out here to make friends. I think you guys know this by now. You guys think I make money on Instagram? I don't. My YouTube channels are monetized. I don't make money off this shit, right? It was another very well-known male cop who sent me your information. And it was other people who were police officers who this is what they've said, right? This is what people have told me in the comment section. You've been fired and shifted from 5 different agencies. You have 5 different children from several different men. You're a whore on duty. And somebody had sent me videos of you arresting them after you colluded with their ex-boyfriend. And showed me content between phone calls between you and them, the ex-boyfriend, then the next thing you know, this person's in handcuffs. Do you see what I'm talking about? The whole jealous female shit? I used to work at a 4 a.m. nightclub, and before I was a cop, in the 90s, and we used to see it all the time. You'd have girls go into the night. For those who remember the 1990s, it was Ecstasy and Liquid G were a huge problem in the bar those years. And what would happen is you'd have, and Liquid G was it made girls pass out. It was a date rape drug. And Ecstasy was like a stimulant. You know, a lot of people on the dance floor with the fucking glow sticks, and all they would drink is water. We took a lot of hit with our tips during those years because of Ecstasy. Didn't have people drinking it, just doing water. And you'd get girls who would hoard up willingly.
There's some hoes in this house. There's some hoes in this house.
You know, if they did drink, he'd buy the shit, go home with them, fuck them. And then the next week after, whatever, they weren't doing anything. It was just a hookup. But if another girl came in the bar and was with that guy, that girl would corner her in the bathroom, telling all about the piece of shit scumbag he is. Her side. You know that's what women do, right? Women, whenever you guys get dressed up, you always sit there and compete with one another. You go to a bar, and next thing you know, oh, you're so beautiful. And then behind the scenes, it's all skanks, right? Women do this to you guys in my DMs all the fucking time. All the time. It's not about anybody hating you for being fucking attractive. And to be honest, I saw what you look like without a filter. You're just not my type. It is about the sea of women who are piranhas. They're fucking piranhas when a cow wades into the river and they haven't eaten in a fucking month. That's what these female cops are like. So number one, it is male cops, and they all talk about the shit, right? It is what it is. And then it's the female cops. Oh, she's this, she's that. Shit. What are you doing about it? I can't do anything about it. Had an argument with a female cop today who wants to give me more information on another fucking female cop. When are you going to say something? I can't. Lawsuits in my department. I don't give a fuck. Had a friend of mine over the weekend call me. Flat out said, hey, listen, I got so-and-so wants to talk to you about this. I'm not interested. I am not interested. I'm so fucking tired of doing the dirty work for you fucking cowards out there who are still on duty, and you're proven that you're not worthy of the title. You swore an oath to take on the shit, man. But when it comes to your own department, you're too terrified to do shit. Oh, Enzo, we've got a problem in our department. This cop does this. This cop, would you say anything? Oh, I can't, man. Jaman's going to target me on my back. Yeah, I know all about that. I lost everything. House, girlfriend, income, fucking credit score. Went into the fucking toilet of 3 years of hell. I fought. Got fully reinstated, cleared all that shit. Was it worth it? Yeah, because of integrity. But so I don't have an ounce of goddamn sympathy for any of you fucks who want to bitch on some girl in my DMs talking about the problem, but when you won't do shit. You won't do fucking shit. Same thing again. Was this. I've talked about her before in my stuff. Officer Alexandra Lizzie of the Ross Township Police Department. She had a decent sized Instagram or TikTok thinking that this is what life was like. I didn't seek this out. I don't find your shit. Clearly you have me blocked on TikTok. You know this. Someone else sent me your crap. This is Officer Lizzie off duty, right? And I don't know. Off duty. Oh, look, it's you in the front seat of a fucking car. No seatbelt on, hanging your body out the window. If anybody knows me now, they know I hate hip.
Bottom line, 304s are going 304. Let's continue.
Crits. Do I hate what you're doing? I don't give a shit, dude. I don't care. Kill yourself. That's not my concern. I stopped pulling people over for non-seatbelt tickets because I'm like, dude, it makes no difference to me. If she wants to die, I don't care. So it doesn't bother me. What bothers me is, do you pull people over for this bullshit? Is this the probable cause that you would stop somebody? Then it's conduct unbecoming. You look like shit doing this. This is not representative of a police officer. Here's the deal, Lizzie. This is what happened because you think that I have a fucking vendetta against you. Number one, I did comment on Ross Township Police Department Facebook page. They deleted my comment and they blocked me. Yes, I'm going to be seeking legal action against them, not for fucking monetary shit, even though I'll take it. It's for the fact it's got to keep them accountable. No, we're not doing this shit. We're just not doing this shit. But just to let you know, because remember, I'm not here to make friends. I don't give a shit. So far, I've had several people who work on your department DM me. DM me thanking me for this shit. Saying how you do, you're just an embarrassment. You don't take the job fucking seriously. The wife, and this is all hearsay, so it's like, I'm just telling you third party, right? So this is like, if this is me covering my ass saying, allegedly, to keep you from fucking slander. Why are you slandering me? No, I'm telling you. So the people, and I have no way of verifying who they are. I can't tell if they're legitimate cops. I've had several people say, yes, I worked with her, I work near her, I'm in a bordering town, and they all speak really fucking poorly of you, number one. Number two, I have no way of proving this. The wife of the guy that you had an affair with DM'd me and thanked me for doing this and told me all about how you destroyed her marriage and her family. Well, no, he did. That is what it is. Your former almost mother-in-law emailed me a fucking book about the disaster you are. Do you see the point? The point is not about women being cops. The point is about other women hate fucking women. And they will do anything to spread gossip and bullshit and slander and taint someone else's name. In the totality of shit, you're having a good goddamn time on your personal time. We all were crazy. I didn't drink growing up. I don't care if you're not drunk here. If you just got out of a relationship and you're feeling free and you want to let yourself liberate, just like women do, right? Now they always got to show, hey, I'm living my best life ever to make the other guy jealous. That's fucking fine, dude. Do all that. But you're a cop. You kind of lose that privilege when you do that because you're now responsible for the life and the safety and the well-being of other people in the world. People who are older than you, people who have families. You're in your 20s and you're going to be responding to people in their 50s and 60s on domestics. What do you know about life? How can we trust somebody like this to show up on duty and being fair with what's going on scene? And then here's the other deal. When you start to have your dirty laundry posted out, I'll tell you this flat out. If I'm a defense attorney and I find out that you slept with a married man and you helped destroy a home, I'm gonna now, and you broke up, right? You broke up with an engagement that you were engaged with, all this shit. I'm gonna start to determine who are you legitimately siding with when you go on a domestic disturbance calls. Are you picking the man or the woman? Or are you picking the fair person and then taking them into custody, reviewing it past the DA or the SA and saying, hey, do we have charges? You can't be trusted. This is the problem with you ladies. I don't actively look for this shit. I used to complain, but I'm like, man, I gotta get an intern to dig up stories and shit. I can't keep up. You guys, I went on a 4-day vacation not too long ago, and I came back to 300 text messages, hundreds and hundreds of DMs on all my social media shit, and about 92, 93 voicemails. And every time I chip them away, I get new shit coming in, and I'm not complaining other than the fact that it's a lot of work doing this. So should you want to choose and support what I'm doing, make sure you click on the description and the link below and go to Cop Talk Live over on Patreon. Become a fucking member for $7 a month, or go to Cop Talk Live on PayPal, or hit that super thanks if you're in the Facebook or YouTube chat, if you will. The whole point being is you ladies are opening up doors to completely crucify yourselves when it comes to this. And there's no integrity. There just is none. I don't single you out. I am very pro-sexuality. I am very pro do whatever the fuck you want to do. Have fun. Don't hurt anybody. Make sure it's all consensual. Be a fucking slut. Daddy loves sluts. But at the same fucking time, don't disgrace or put yourself in a position to condemn other people. And you ladies out there, I'm going to tell you flat out, this is my last position on this. All you fucking female cops who slide into my shit and you give me information on other female cops, you're the fucking problem in law enforcement. I can't tell you, I've made this offer. I've made this offer. Every single female who brings information to me, I keep saying, do you want to step up and talk about what needs to be done for females in law enforcement. I'm looking to be a fucking kingmaker, a queenmaker, if you will. Meaning, if you decide that all of a sudden you want to take on and you want to represent the standard of professionalism in law enforcement as a female, say the fucking word. I will go and I will give you the Neil Obstadt imprimatur, and I will say this is the example of who to be like. Right? Nobody wants it. Nobody wants it. Tons of females out there DM me all the time, complain about other female cops, but they don't say fucking shit. Well, I can't. Then you're the problem. That's the same thing with men with the bullshit in their department. It always is how crap goes, and it's just a fucking joke. I'm gonna open the phones in a second. That was my thing. I don't want females to think that you guys are being targeted by me. You just make your own shit impossible because of how females are. Females hate other fucking females. So that's it.
Yep.
I don't care. Do what you gotta do. And you guys know, if you're a female who slides in my DMs, you know exactly I'm telling the truth because I've asked for nudes. You guys have commented on shit, and I say what I'm very, very social about my personal life. So I like women who are very confident in what they do, but at the same time, too, I do not like when women shit on other women, and I don't like when you ladies whore yourselves out for the sake of what you think is social media content and impression. All right, I gotta listen to some of these voicemails. I'm so backed up with shit. I'm gonna go back. Oh, fuck me, man. This is ridiculous. All right, let me see what I got here.
So my name is Alan Copa, and I live in Connecticut. I just want to say I agree with you 100% what you said about that stop in Florida. Thank you for what you're doing. We are very proud of you. Hey, you want to call me back? My telephone number is 203. Once again, you are so right, and I'm glad that you're doing what you're doing. Thank you.
I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Guys, I will, and I have been, many of you know, if you do text message, I give you a voice note back. If you do call, I try to call you back as well, too. So I appreciate you guys all.
Thank you for coming. That sheriff needs to be replaced. All of them these days keep speaking at the door. For that, there's no excuse for that. Simple as that. You have my number.
Okay, I appreciate that.
Yes, sir. Hi, my name is Teresa, and I did send you a text message, and I do live here in Duval in Jacksonville, and I want to thank you for your video. You hit the nail dead on the head. It is ridiculous what they did to that young man.
Yeah, McNeil.
First, I think that sorry, and sheriff needs to be fired, him and his wife, and all those police officers. And if you will contact me, let me know what I can do from my end in order to get our sheriff or office or anything else, because this brutality has to stop. They eat our money. We pay them. And we paying them to kill our children. Once again, my name is Teresa Richardson. I'm not afraid to say who I am. My name is Teresa Richardson. And if you're interested in someone here in Jacksonville, do whatever we need to do. Give me a call.
I'm calling Teresa Richardson.
Hello. Please state your name after the tone, and Google Voice will try to connect you.
Dominic Izzo from Cop Talk Live. A lot of people forget to call me too. Like, who's this? One more ring. Alright. I'll get back to her as well too. What else you got?
Hey, my name is Eric Johnson. I'm listening to you on YouTube about police enforcement. You get a minute, call it. Thanks.
I appreciate that. Got some more.
Dominic, Mr. Izzo, Ron Antonio here. I'm going to make my statement short and curt. I want to thank you for speaking that truth. I laud your honesty. Have a great day. God bless you and your family. Keep you safe always. Sorry.
Why are my YouTube callers and commenters so much more fucking professional than you people on Instagram? Literally, I started my social media shit on YouTube 12, 13, no, yeah, 2012. So I started it. And then I gravitated towards Instagram, or Facebook and Instagram. YouTube has the most educated, articulate audience. Even when they're motherfucking you, they do it professionally. You Instagram, you guys are fucking turds half the time. Well, let me share this.
Don't watch that video of the cop pulling the guy with the car. Those are not police officers. Those are the gang members. And your view of these police officers is 100% on point. That guy should sue the police department and each one of those individuals that was there on that time. Same thing happened to me. Guy pulled me over. I asked for, he said I ran a light. I said, okay, I'll see you in court. Give me my green light ticket, and I'll see you in court. He put me in handcuffs for whatever reason. Asked me to search the car. I said, go ahead, search my car. Then he hit me in my face. I should have sued him at the time, but when we got to court, the judge asked for the body cam, because I requested that he asked for the body cam. And the officer said the camera wasn't working on the car or on the body cam. Thank you. My name is Ricky Sweet.
One of the things I love doing as well, too, is giving you guys a chance to tell your story, because I know how frustrated you are with law enforcement. I know how, I know that you don't understand how use of force works. You know, half the police supporters out there have no fucking clue how it works. And I want to hear what you guys have to say. So I appreciate when you do call in and give me your stories, because it's important to you. If it's important to you, it's important to me. You hear this one?
Nick, I'm following your channel. I live in Polk County, Florida. I'm watching your video on the William McNeil, and I'm so glad you are talking about Grady Judd. Please keep up the good work. If you have some kind of way that we can donate money to you, please post it on your channel. I mean, we need to support you 100%.
I'll take that.
Love you. Take care.
You can do that anytime. You can go ahead and click the link in the description of the video below, and you can go, or you can go to PayPal, Cop Talk Live, go to Patreon, Cop Talk Live, or if you're on YouTube, you can hit that super thanks button right there. Appreciate that. Couple more, and then I got to get to your you guys live calls.
All right, sit back.
I just want to let you know that you're the most patriotic and intelligent man that I have seen on YouTube as of yet. I really appreciate you, and I had no idea who you were until I just lucked upon your video. Thank you so much.
I may or may not save that voice note and masturbate to it at least once a day. All right, let's do one more.
Hey, good afternoon or good morning. My name is Ray Murray. I'm calling from Indiana. I listen to your podcast, and I tell you, man, I got a whole lot of respect for what you said. Everything you said made sense, and I'm just tired of these traffic stops. And you really need to be commended on what you said. You are the first person in law enforcement of law. Everything that you said just simply made sense, common sense. So again, I just wanted to call and just thank you. Now I'm going to be a new subscriber to your channel. That's all I wanted, just to say thank you for bringing the attention of that Jacksonville stop. It was absolutely horrible, and we definitely need some changes to happen. Thank you again.
Yeah, that Jacksonville stop with William McNeil is unbelievable, and how bad it was for shit. I talked about it before. We have a long way to go on that one. Yeah, you're live. What's going on?
Hey man, thank you so much for opening my eyes to everything that's going on in law enforcement. I appreciate it so much.
What did I do, and what position? What position did you have before you started watching my content?
Dude, I used to be the thin blue line kind of guy. I never was like anything to deal with like police or anything, but I was and I got myself into some issues with domestics, and
I'm sorry you went through that. You know.
Life's an adventure, and the 2025 Honda Ridgeline is built for all of it. Whether it's tackling rugged trails with standard all-wheel drive and a towing capacity.
And that's what pissed me off so much about it. And your lingo is what really upset me. You said about the hammer. The hammer's always looking for a nail. This guy, he had a partner, and his partner always said, he's a hammer, and I couldn't figure out what he was talking about. And as soon as you said that, I was like, holy shit, it makes sense now.
Yeah, as long as you understand, if you're watching my content, I'm pro law enforcement. It's like George Carlin used to say all the time that he loved people, he loved individual people. He can't stand fucking groups. He can't stand groups. I love the concept of law enforcement, and it's backwards for me. I love the totality of the idea, the honor, the respect, the privilege of being able to serve a fucking community. I can't stand these fucking cops. They are shitting all over a profession. I'm hoping that that shit will change. But go ahead.
Yeah. I live in a small little big town, and I'm so bored on how the little town cops are the ones that are still they're acting constantly, and the state police are like, well, don't look the other way usually, but sometimes they don't. But usually the small town cops are like so hard on me. And I get it. This cop shot a family dog, and he based it on his safety. And it was an old dog. And I cannot believe it. I'm like, why? How would you do that?
Yeah.
That just kills me. Why would you do something like that?
Well, it happens all the time, so it is what it is. I appreciate your call. Thanks much.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
And I forgot to do this, and I know this is going to make a lot of you YouTube people happy. I forgot to do this. Let me do it now. There we go. I think that's better fitting from now on. Let me see this. All right, yeah. Got a call. 786, I'm giving you a call.
Hello?
Yep, I thought I'd give you a call instead of reading your text. You're live. What's going on?
Hey, what's going on? Just wanted to thank you, man. I'm also an agent out in Miami, and I'm young, and I'm 27 years old, and I just see how, the generation is, and it's very soft, and I'm just glad that you do what you do and you say the truth no matter what it is. I was explaining in the text message my dad's an NYPD officer from the old days, and, seeing the honor and integrity he did for the badge, like all the cool stories too about catching bad guys, it just meant a lot. And unfortunately, when I joined police work at my young age, it's not like that anymore. So I just want to say thank you, man.
I appreciate it.
I just want to say thank you. I appreciate everything that you do and keeping it real.
How long have you been on?
4 years. I'm in special operations now. K9 unit down here.
At 4 years? This is not a slight against you. You might be phenomenal at your job. Specialty positions, they had to be earned like crazy for years. A lot of guys didn't get shit for years. What are you seeing different from day one that you went in to where you're at with 4 years now?
Hey, honestly, it wasn't much of the picking. And I just, I didn't feel I was ready myself. I needed so much more work on patrol and learning so much, and I had people tell me, oh, you should teach people. And I'm like, I barely know anything myself, But I just try to give the best I can, and the day that someone comes along that can do better, I'm willing to hand over that torch.
Do you feel where you're at right now in the position, 4 years in a specialty position, do you feel that A, you know the job as well as you do, and B, do you feel your coworkers do?
Well, I'm not too sure. I try the best that I can do for what I work with right now. And when I see what my coworkers do, sometimes they're just, just getting along and not doing anything, sitting under a shady tree, and it just bothers me. So I just try to give all that I can. I just got out of trying to be a police instructor because right now, what the instructors that we have going on is they're not giving it all or what they can do. And again, I'm so young in this game. I'm just trying to figure it out myself. But I have the best intentions, and I go to trainings as much as I can and just try to learn so I can pass this over for people with little experience.
Yeah, I'm not shitting on you at all. So please don't think that whatsoever. But they want to make you an instructor with 4 years on.
Right. And now, so picture that, right, with what we have going on with as far as the instructors we have. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I understand the whole concept of, like, whoa, I'm way too young for this, but judging from what I'm seeing, I think I can do better now, at least work for what I got. So, again, if someone comes along that's like, hey, I'll take 4 years, you know, trying to change into a pivot into a different direction.
Well, I respect you.
Working with what I got, to be honest. That's why I listen to you, you know, trying to understand the concept.
Well, I respect the shit out of you. Thank you.
Hey, I appreciate the call. Thank you so much.
Of course. 708-982-0974. I'm gonna. When Wednesdays we talk, we have conversations. 701. If you give me a call.
Hello.
Hi, I missed your call. We're live.
Hi, Dominic. I just actually had a question from you, for you, from your police standpoint, and so from your background and everything like that. I'm curious about Pennsylvania versus MIP. And I'm sorry if you've talked about it already, but like they actually have to have a reason to fear for their safety before they can pull you out of the car. Am I wrong?
Go ahead.
Well, so it's like if you haven't given them any sort of reason to fear for their safety, I mean, can you argue that point with them? I suppose it's not the best to argue.
Let me ask you a question. How do you argue it?
Well, it would just be like, officer, I haven't given you any reason to fear for your safety, have I? You know, like.
According to who? I'm playing devil's advocate with you on everything because this is an extremely important issue of both why that they shouldn't have females on the street, number one, and number two, when we do away with males who are bigger and stronger and all this kind of stuff and well trained, and you start to saturate the industry with the profession with different lines of perception, this is a problem. So, do you like haunted houses?
It's been a long time.
Do you like them?
Sure.
They scare the shit out of me. So if we went in one and there's animatronic shit, would you like be laughing and whatnot?
I mean, so yeah, so once you realize it's not going to kill you, you laugh.
But what if I'm like petrified and I can't explain why?
Yeah.
So you see what I'm saying?
It comes down to perception.
Okay, so how about spicy food? Do you like Tabasco?
Yeah, thermal.
Oh, I love Tabasco, right? Tabasco's great. Put it on my pizza, all this stuff. Do you like anything with a higher Scoville level?
You know, I don't get into the ghost peppers that often, but for a big pot of chili or something.
No, that would be way too fucking spicy for me. Again, it's individual perception. That's the problem I have. So with use of force specifically, like Graham v. Connor, and it does come into Pennsylvania versus MIMS. It's the totality of the circumstances, the severity of the crime, the information the officer had at the time what they knew, and then the perception of the officer. So if you have 100 cops, and I use this example, if Mike Tyson in his prime was who you stopped on a traffic stop, and you had 100 cops who were all of Vander Holyfield, all of them. And he goes up to the stop, and if Vander Holyfield, the cop, Officer Holyfield, went right up and went to his pistol, you'd be like, what are you doing? You're Vander Holyfield. You're just as trained. You're just as matched. You're just as big. Go hands on. So now when we start to have 100 of Vander Holyfields, then you replace them with one officer, Jane Smith, and she's 5'4", 130 pounds, you don't really change the objectively reasonable standard because you got 99 cops left over, or we're still a Vander Holyfield. But if you change 30 of them because you want 30% to be females by the year 2030, now you got 70 of Vander Holyfields, 30 Jane Does who are all 5'4", 130 pounds. Well, you're going to start to change the landscape of the objectively reasonable standard, and then you're going to have the public go, well, when Jane Doe goes up to Mike Tyson on duty, she should go right to her pistol because that's a great equalizer. She can't take him into custody by himself. Then why are we giving them the authority to do so? Every time that we allow a weaker, especially female officer in, they can change the whole, hey, pencil versus me, pen versus me, I had to pull him out of the car. I was afraid for my safety. Are you going to be the one to argue with her? I go, Officer Doe, what are you talking about? The guy was 5'8", 120 pounds, and he was skinny and all this shit. But we have to say that's what the officer's perceived threat was. This is one of the biggest problems in law enforcement right now. For some strange reason, the Blue Line supporters believe that once you get a badge and a uniform, you've got some super ability to do the job no matter what, which means that when a female or a weaker cop who can't fucking do the job, he goes hands-on all the way to shooting somebody, the Thin Blue Line Club is all fuck around, find out, play stupid games, win stupid prizes, because they think that just means criminals are getting more hardened, criminals are getting tougher. No, you're putting more pussy fucking weak cops on the street, and a stiff breeze could blow them over. So now we go, oh, let's shoot and kill this guy, and it's justified in the public's eye. That's how stupid police supporters are, and they don't even realize it.
So what if I throw a wrinkle at you then?
Yeah.
Okay, so what if a cop comes up to the window, either male or female, and he tells me, or he or she tells me, please step out of the car, and I go, well, why, officer, are you scared? You know, like almost like playing to the ego, right? Like big tough cop's not scared of anything. He's like, no, I'm not scared of you. You know, like can I mean, obviously not a smart move, but I'm arguing the point that obviously it's not for your safety if you're not scared anymore.
No, and again too, if they're not, where are they going to admit that? Are you going to be in like Sheriff Grady, Judd's County, where there's no body cameras? And he goes, yeah, I'm not scared. Well, now you don't have that, but in the report he's going to write due to officer safety and my apprehension and the level of the way the subject talked. It's creative writing. How well? I can articulate, John Doe, it's you on the phone. You asked me, John Doe asked RO, responding officer, what's the matter, officer? Are you scared? In a manner that was both threatening and menacing. RO ordered John Doe out of the car for officer safety based on the perceived threat and the tone of John Doe's voice that John Doe was about to cause officer Izzo great bodily harm. It's all how you fucking write it.
You can easily twist it, sure.
You can take the facts and evidence and create the story that you want.
Awesome.
Appreciate the call.
I appreciate you taking my call, sir.
100%. 100%. Thank you.
Awesome.
All right, 708-982-0974. Hang on. So this is...
Hello?
It's Mike.
Hey, Dom, how you doing?
Good, you're live. What's going on, dude? Did you call me broski in your text?
Yes, I did. It's kind of a...
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Call
Call me sir, goddammit. Go ahead, what do you got? What do you got?
No, I wanted to weigh in on the female police officers and / correction officers because I'm still in corrections. I'm going to be managing law enforcement.
Stop for a second. Number one, have we talked before?
Yeah. I was the guy with the 15 years experience.
Oh, you're still going over?
Yeah. I'm still
You're
going over.
a fucking moron. You should corrections has a harder job. Corrections has a harder job in law enforcement. Corrections is an again, if you're going to call again, I'm going to praise you again. You're in jail for 8, 10, 12 hours a day. You're outnumbered 50 to 1, 20 to 1, 100 to 1. The weapons. Corrections is the underappreciated fucking branch of law enforcement. You guys and dispatchers, go ahead.
Thank you. But yeah, I mean, I wanted to weigh in on the female officers' take on that. I agree with you on most of the part with the female officers because I used to see this stuff happen all the time in booking. You get a female officer that's literally at intake. You get a subject that's coming in from booking. Already have a problem with law enforcement already, and that female deputy everything like that, and all of a sudden they're writing they're writing a check that their ass can't catch, and then all of a sudden we the male staff have to come in and clean up her fucking mess. And it's just like,
I've talked about this for years. I found out that a few guys from my area listen. They secretly listen to my shit. And if you guys are still listening, Shannon, who? That's what we had. We had this 110-pound female cop who was 110 pounds of body, 500 pounds of mouth, and her saying was always, "Go ahead and piss me off. I'll have 500 squad cars here in a minute." All the time. She left the first department she left with. She got punched in the face by a male coworker who had enough of her shit. She went to go, and I guess the story is she had seniority on him, so took his bag, his war bag, out of the passenger side of the squad car, left it on the side, put her stuff in, and said, "I'm taking this squad. I got seniority." He got tired of her shit, laid her out. So that's how it is. What you just said, we always used to have to clean her shit up because she would purposely start it. I didn't put two and two together my first several years on. She used to brag all the time about having the most resisting arrest charges, and I'm like, is this something I should strive for? Until it hit me later on in my career and went, oh my God, she used to piss these people off so much that they would you go to handcuff them, and they'd go to turn into her. What are you doing? Well, now you're resisting. Now you got to get the shit done. 100%.
The lack of IPC skills. I mean, it's ridiculous.
No, over in the chat, not all women, some women, one man. No,
yeah, they're outliers.
It's all women, yeah. But it's all women.
There's some outliers.
Yeah. But those who actually choose to pay attention to don't. But continue. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. But yeah, on that part, I totally agree. I mean, there are a few outliers, but I can count that on my one freaking hand. That. But I can count that on my one freaking hand that are Johnny on the spot, balls to the wall. But on the other part of the guys getting on specialty units, they got less than 5 years in. But it's
everywhere. We have FTOs with 2 years experience on now.
Oh my God. There's literally FTOs that are training some of the guys that are coming in right now, and I tell them, I pull them over side. I'm like, how the hell did you become an FTO? Like, I remember you struggling as, on the job, and how did you make FTO when you're barely knowing anything? And I have to tell them, and I literally have to unfuck almost every single time I get a trainee in my unit. Mm-hmm. Like, every single time. They're like, oh, who did you have as FTOs? Well, I had this one, and this one. Okay, so you got halfway trained decent, and then you just fell off the rails on the other part. Cool. Now I know what I need to work with. And by the time I'm done with them after my shift, they're like, oh my God, I wish somebody taught me that since the beginning. And that's the problem. You're getting too many young guys that are coming in, not knowing the job, teaching babies. The seniority guys are not being valued anymore. We're not being
guys got pushed
anymore.
out. They got pushed out.
Oh yeah.
So out there in the
Yep. And it's just nationwide, because I spoke with guys all over Florida when I did my crossover academy, and they speak the same sheet of music of just like, it's just getting a little ridiculous. And then it's backfiring on everybody, because then you're getting what you get in these traffic stops. You're getting what you get in these correctional institutions where they're afraid to go hands-on, or they're afraid to talk to people, or they're afraid to use their mind, or afraid to actually articulate in what they said by their mouth in the report and have everything fucking match up. It's beyond frustrating.
I haven't been a cop in years, and it sounds like nothing fucking changed, man.
It's ridiculous. But that, I mean, like I said before, the reason why I do this job is because in the spirit of what you are talking about. You know, the honor, the integrity, the privilege of serving your community in one form or another. That's why a lot of us still do this. And that's why a lot of the older guys are jumping ship in my side of the house. I mean, I got 3 guys that are just got more seniority than me, if not the same amount. And we're done. We're done. We've done our time. We've done every single thing that we could. And we're trying to branch out.
I appreciate you, and I still think you're stupid for leaving where you're at, but that's that. I appreciate that. I'm gonna take some other calls. Thanks for calling in, man.
Appreciate it.
All right, be safe.
Good night.
All right, we got to call a bunch of people back here. 708-982-0974. If you call and I don't get you, I will do my best to call you for that. Was giving you a call. All right, let me go to next. All right.
Yo, Tom.
Yeah, you're live. I got your text, but I didn't read it, so I thought I'd call you instead. What do you got?
Yo, cool. Hey, I'm sitting here watching you now. Yeah, I was watching that chick, and man, she's an IA investigation begging to happen.
Yeah, they all are.
We went to convention in Atlantic City, and I gotta tell you, the show that they put on, let me turn this down because I'm. There we go. But yeah, we went to and all those officers out of our department did a girl-on-girl show in the hot tub in the party room. Oh, it's just like, what the hell?
You can't help it. You can't help but cross sexual boundaries in this shit. I appreciate it. Yeah, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Hey,
man.
have a good one.
You too,
All
thanks. I gotta get to you guys over on the text calls here. 661 says it's an image and perception, and it's a gender Gnosticism. Okay, I don't know that word. I really respect that. Huge shout out from Massachusetts Big Dog. Keeps shining that light and slamming people in the face with a much needed dose of reality. What you do is invaluable. Truly appreciate. Thanks. 413. I appreciate that. Thank you. Let me call back over here. New earbuds. Guys, make sure you do support. There's a lot of work that has to be done, and I do need your support. Yeah, you're live. What's going on?
Hey, Dominic.
Hi.
So, I kind of want to rant for a second.
The floor's yours. What do you got?
I'm about to start my 3rd year in college, and I've been doing all the criminal justice stuff. And I went into it, and I'm so passionate about it, and I want to do great things. And then I see all the people around me that are just not as into it as I am. They still talk about wanting to do the same job as me.
I wish you guys wouldn't do criminal justice degrees. It's such a waste. It has no application to the profession of law enforcement, and God forbid you don't get hired. Now you're stuck with a degree that fits nowhere.
So how would you purify water in case of a blackout? Well, why boil it? Boiling kills bacteria, but it doesn't remove contaminants. Plus, it takes a long time. In an emergency, we need a method that's effective and fast. We would need a method that wouldn't need electricity and make the water safe. It also has to be easy to do. There is no way I'm building a well. So what about the ways the pioneers purified their water when sailing for weeks on end? How did they do it? Charcoal. It removes contaminants, improves taste and smell, and is 100% natural. The Native Americans used it for centuries as one of their main water filtration systems. You can't let ancient knowledge like this be lost to time. It might save our families one day. That's why I'm keeping this book around. The Lost Ways. It's got all of our ancestors' knowledge that could save ours and our loved ones' lives in a crisis. Things our generation has forgotten, but I'll be darned if I let that happen on my watch. Do you know what art is actually made of? This food saved America during the Great Depression. It's high in calories and the healthy fats your body needs during hard times, and it's long lasting.
Now you're stuck with a degree that fits nowhere.
I hear you. I know. Yeah, mistakes I made back then that I'm paying for now.
Sorry,
I wish I kind of knew better. But, man, I mean, like, I am in between Memphis and Nashville, two huge murder capitals. Memphis is the biggest murder capital in the U.S. Nashville is full of gangs. And I'm so into, like, gang culture. I've learned so much about it. I listen to the music as much as I fucking hate it. I listen to the music and learn it and figure out what gangs are where and the history behind a lot of them. And I just don't see people that even understand the people that they're policing. You know, I mean, like, even, I'm a little more rural, but even our sheriff's department just doesn't really understand the people around here. They don't understand the drug problem, gangs trying to poke into our city, and I don't know, how do you police without being connected to your community?
You don't. Community policing is a redundant term. Law enforcement is community policing. Problem is that nobody. It's two sides. This has always been the problem with law enforcement, as far as I'm concerned. Is number one, look at like New York and Chicago. You've got neighborhoods. You know, Little Italy, Ukrainian Village, Bronzeville. These are a Chinatown. I don't really think that if I were to move to Chicago, I would live there, period, I wouldn't go to Chinatown. I don't speak Cantonese or Mandarin. I wouldn't go to the Ukrainian Village. I don't speak, they speak Russian? I don't speak that.
They speak Ukrainian.
I don't know, exactly. I don't know what the fuck it is. It's not my culture, right? I won't go. I've been into the neighborhood where it's heavily Middle Eastern. I won't go there either, right? It's not my culture. So, number one, the melting pot shit is anti-tribalism. It's how we fucking survive, number one. The problem that we have is that somewhere along the way, the state decided that it was their job through schools, DCFS, to raise your kids for you. And when you didn't raise your kids and they need to be arrested, well, the cops are going to come in and take them into the system. Well, then you wanted your cops to crack your kid across the head, when they mouthed off, because that's the police's job to raise your kids. Well, no, it's not. Because you can't raise your kids, because if you raise your kids, the cops are going to come in and arrest you. The government has made it impossible for families to police their own. I did a post
Sad
the other
but
day,
true.
that if everybody who truly
Sad but true.
black the blue gave a shit about law enforcement, they would police their own neighborhoods. Meaning, you would have a cul-de-sac like I live on. And everybody there would give a shit about everybody, so that if my neighbor's kids are playing in the street when cars come, I can fucking yell at those motherfuckers, the kids, and change the state to go and pay attention, because I care. Well, we know what that's like now. I go ahead and yell at them, and next thing you know, I'm going to be in cuffs, because we have no communities anymore. I just watched somebody today. I ride motorcycles, so I'm watching some motorcycle content on Instagram, and somebody says, "What do you think about?" A guy had his flap open for his gas tank, and the motorcycle ran up right next to it, closed it. I'm like, I wouldn't fucking do that. Next thing you know, the guy's gonna pull over the side of the road, so you scratch his car, or you're gonna get arrested. Or like, you ever see the meme of it's a shared stoop with like 5 or 6 steps going down, 2 sides of the door, and both sides share the same steps. And you see it's covered. One side is covered in snow, the other's not. Meaning that the neighbor shoveled his own shit, didn't shovel the other side. And they're like, don't be this guy. No, I will be this guy. Because the problem is if I shovel your side of the fucking thing to be a neighborly person, you're going to slip and fall and say I didn't shovel it the right way, you're going to sue. We can't. You can't community police the right way because the community doesn't police their fucking own. That's the problem.
Bingo.
Yep.
Culture. Look at the black community. Black community is all in arms up all the fucking time about the problems in their neighborhood. They want the police, this and that, but then they condemn the police when the police do the job the right way. And then they don't see shit when they know Pookie and Ray Ray are the ones who are doing the shootings in the fucking neighborhood. We don't know who it is. We don't know who it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't believe I'm about to say this. he actually has a point. Cause Pookie and Ray Ray's unfortunately in the black community be doing the fuck shit. Unfortunately. So I sat up and said to him, be careful, but the white guy the white guy's got a point.
Yeah. I'm just. Go ahead.
I think Midwest Safety is the YouTube channel that uploaded it. But they uploaded this video where they did a felony stop on a guy, and I can't even remember why. But he freaked the fuck out because two cop cars got behind him, hopped out with guns, pointed at him. He doesn't know what he did. And they do a felony stop where put your hands up, show us your waistline. And he started walking backwards, hands up, back to them. And a female officer gets there, hops out of her car, draws her taser, and tells him to get on his knees. And he's freaking out, doesn't listen to her immediately, and she tases him, and then pistol whips him with the taser. What?
No female cop. Well, the easy way to solve that is get rid of female cops, number one. Number two, we see this all the time. Who was it? Daniel Shraver?
Fast.
Guy in the hotel?
Get rid of
Fucking
female
did
cops.
everything fucking right and got executed by the police. So, yeah, we have bad trained cops, and we live in a society that you can't question shit. This goes back when I opened the show. I talked about the fact that I do content because what if a cop was yelling at my father to get out of a car because of Pennsylvania versus Mims? He's 75 years old. You know, it's like, get out of the car. And my dad goes, for what? I don't understand. Well, what did I didn't use a turn signal? Oh, your car matched the description of something that just got done with a robbery at Dunkin' Donuts. Okay. And then what are they going to do? Rip him out of the car, gunpoint, pistol whip the shit out of a 75-year-old man? It's like, we're at a crossroads. I do, and I've said this before, I play sick scenarios in my head. I play over what happens the day that I'm driving and some cop does not fucking like me, which is a lot of them. And they recognize me or they run my plates to see it is, and they stop me. And I know I didn't do a goddamn thing wrong. But they ripped me out of the car, put me up against there, want to do a search on my vehicle. I know I didn't do anything wrong. There's nothing illegal in the car, all this shit. Am I still going to comply? I play some, this is sadistic. I play the whole scenario. I know they can't take me into custody, and I know it's only going to end one damn bad way. You're going to get a cop who hates me, pulls me out of the car, goes to handcuff me, shit's going to kick in. Next thing you know, that cop's going to be unconscious, picking up teeth, and the fucking Armada's going to show up, and then I'm going to look like the end of Platoon, except for with 68 bullet holes, because it came from the heart. All right, so I don't know. I don't know anymore. I just don't know. I don't trust law enforcement. I don't support. I do not back the blue. I support law enforcement. I do not back the blue. And no, I don't know anymore with how life is. Hopefully that answers your question. It's kind of depressing. Yeah. What's it? No, that's it. I'm gonna take some more calls, but I appreciate your time.
All right, yeah.
Thanks. All right, four more calls, and let's do this thing.
Be right back.
Guys, I appreciate those who have been hitting that super thanks in the YouTube chat.
Hello?
Hey, you're live. I'm sorry I missed your call. What's going on?
Geez, I'm sorry. I didn't realize it was so late.
It's okay. You got a comment you want to make?
No, are we?
Go to bed and call another time. I appreciate you.
Sorry about that.
No problem. No idea what that was. Alright. Hello, is Barbara there?
Hello.
Hi, sorry I missed your call. What's going on?
Hey, Doc. Hey, I was calling for Texas, and I was just listening to the show, and I'm
Dear God, please don't tell me you're in Harris County.
No, I'm next door.
That county
Oh,
seems...
it's worse. Dude, it's worse. I'm in the county of Jefferson. Yeah. There's a crime spree over here. So anyway, no, but I heard that jailer talking, and I was like, man, there's a guy, a real good captain friend of mine from years ago, and he set up a tour of the county jail, and I got to go in and look around, and dude, there was one corrections officer unarmed, and there's like 30 jailmates, prisoners, and I'm like, what? Man, I got nervous.
Yeah, dude. Well,
I got nervous. I got in there and got nervous. I'm like, dude, I mean, even if they all jumped him, nobody could get in there fast enough to help him.
No, corrections officers have a far more dangerous job than street cops do, number one. And I think that it's an agreement that the only reason why there's not more fucking Attica incidents is because of the aftermath that happens. You already have them bottlenecked, and the prisoners can't go anywhere. So if they did do something, it would end up eventually fucking bad. It's not like they can run and hide, find them for a couple years. And I think that if we truly want a better change in law enforcement, you need to start every cop as a corrections officer for 2 years minimum, because they learn respect. It's a different world when you're dealing with those criminals. This is how do I put this? Criminals in some cases are more honest of people than your shitbag lying person who's normal, who acts like blue line supporters who admit their shit doesn't stink, right? I'm just not. It's like the criminals. They're like, yeah, they're very matter of fact, and at times they have more integrity. But yeah.
Yeah, Don, me and you're on the same level. I mean, I think just like you do, I'm no fan of the social engineering program, and ponytail police. Like, I listen to Rick Gore, Good Luck America, and he used to get scared, man, when he had a ponytail cop behind him, backing him up. When he found that out, like, he got nervous. He's a California. He was a California cop. He's retired. He moved to Texas, and I listen to him and you. But I mean, you're on the same level, brother. I mean, I see everything the way you see it. I said, man, we need more cops like you, but I don't think we're getting them.
No, you can't get them. Command staff won't let them do it. So I appreciate your call. I appreciate your time calling in.
Okay, Don.
Thanks. Let me see. I got to get to a couple more, you guys. This is. You guys got some awesome. Let's be honest. Appreciate your content. You are the voice of many current and former LEOs that perceive reality but are too scared to speak out and risk the job security. Nothing you say is sexist, just factual. Keep it 100%. This is from area code 218. Let's be honest, outrage and activism rarely move the needle when it comes to actual policy. Police commissioners answer local politicians, and many are focused on protecting pensions rather than standing up for what is right on the ground. As a taxpayer, I want backup. I can trust in life or death situation. That's not about political correctness. It's about survival. I won't apologize for wanting the most capable support when lives are on the line. I respect that. I appreciate it. Okay, here, let's put me on spot. 360. What's up, Dom? How's it going? Can I ask you can you ask the next cop that calls in if they know the 5 facets of the First Amendment? Freedom of speech, freedom of religion, freedom of the press, freedom of assemble, freedom of speech, freedom of protest. Isn't that it? Assemble. Isn't that it? Right to protest? Oh, I gotta see in the comment section. Let's see that come up on that one too. Yeah, you're live. What's going on?
Jason from California. How you doing?
Good. We're in California.
Just north of San Diego in Orange County.
I'll be in Sacramento for the month of September.
Okay, a little bit north of us, but hopefully you can accomplish something.
Yeah, fucking getting out of Illinois for a month. Go ahead.
Are you doing a conference or a training or?
There's some stuff. There's some stuff I have going on out there. But go ahead. What do you got?
So my wonder is, with all these departments and cops just refusing to stop asking for ID, regardless of circumstances, and demanding it, is there some type of directive from command staff?
Yeah, I've talked about that.
Totally. I could have told you that.
I talk about that. I'll never forget the state's attorney that I called. We had an unwritten policy by our chief of police, George Flanco. You had to ID everyone at every stop whatsoever. And we were just so good at it. Say, hey, you go to a flat tire call, right? You got flat tire citizen on the side of the road. I can articulate, so since the vehicle is going to be driven off, I want to make sure it's being driven by a licensed driver, you know?
Right.
But it's also, if it's parked on the side of the road, it's not a hazard. You see how you got to really finesse yourself in that way, right? Let's say it's,
super innocent.
sure. There's always ways to do it. And as a cop, you're a natural born salesman. I came from retail sales and the restaurant nightclub industry. So sales was my game. Hey, do me a favor. Yeah, do me a favor. Do you have your license on you by chance? We're gonna make sure you're clear today. I never had anybody refuse because it was disarming, right? So I'll never forget. We had a process, right to petition the government. Thank you, Outlaw Josie Wells. So we were on a point system. It wasn't a quota. It's a fucking quota. It was called a performance evaluation system. And
Same has a quota.
you get like 40 something points on average every quarter and blah, blah, blah. One of the ways you got points is for gang contact. This is a gang contact. If I find a gang member on a call and I do a report on it, all this kind of stuff, I get like 4 points for that. I will explain to you how it was common practice to get a gang contact with the town I worked with. You're walking down the street. Doesn't matter the fucking time of day. And I can articulate you're a gang member by association, tattoos I see, gang colors actively wearing. I was encouraged to stop you. Now, do I have the lawful right to seize you?
Nope.
No.
Sure shit, people don't know that. Hey,
Unless you can articulate a crime.
what? Of course not. Walking down the street wearing gang colors is not a crime, is it?
Nope.
Okay, walking down the street with one so-and-so who I know is a Sereno 13, is that a crime? The two of you guys walking down the street? So I got 9521 outlet 2. 10-2, don't send me another. Hey, come here for a second. Oh, we did that all the fucking time, and people would come up. We're not done yet, right? Hey, we go through the pat-down, go through the ID, run them and check them for warrants, take their photograph, punch a number for gang contact, and write reports on it. Anybody wants to FOIA the Round Lake Park Police Department in Illinois, I will 100% guarantee you that's still their practice. They don't have sidewalks in their town, so it's very easy for them to articulate that you're obstructing the roadway, which is an IVC, Illinois Vehicle Code. Well, you're walking in the roadway to go from your house to the liquor store, get a bag of chips and a pop or something. You're walking in the roadway. They can stop you. And I'll never forget that I got a guy with a bunch of weed on him one time or whatever. This was still when weed was illegal. And I called the state's attorney and I said, yeah, I did this, punch number for gang contact. He goes, what? I go, yeah, I stopped him. We identified him, took his photograph, ran him, punched the number. He goes, why did you do that? I go, that's chief's policy. He goes, I don't fucking want to hear that.
No kidding.
100%.
About that, huh?
I knew there was a difference. Hey, come here. I knew there's a difference between that and, hey, can I talk to you for a second? And I had this thought from day one. I had no desire to be a fucking hard ass. I know my capability. I'll tune anybody fucking up, dude. I don't need to bounce your head off the squad car, act like a badass to prove myself. I also know that I like being treated the same way that I want to be treated by somebody. And I used to think, God forbid, I knew this from day one of my career. God forbid I'm laying in a gutter somewhere bleeding out someday. That piece of shit gang member that I treated like shit might step right over me. I want him to care enough, like, okay, Izzo was good to me, to key up and go, hey, you got an officer down to take off. So my method was I would stop the car, pull up, hey, can I talk to you for a second? And there were probably two. That kept walking, and there wasn't a thing I could do. But so there's 98% of them out of 100 would stop and go, yeah, man, what? Hey, what are you doing? What's going on there? What's going on? I got to pat you down for weapons. Got your ID on you by chance? I'm not seizing you. I'm asking. Got your ID on you by chance? I played the game. Because if we let you go, then it would be See me, get the see me memo. Why'd you stop so and so? Why didn't you run it? Why didn't you punch a number? Why didn't you take a photo? Why didn't you check it for warrants? The fuck for? Because I saw him 3 other times a day. And here's the other problem. Again, hey, this is the small town problem. If you have 15, 20 gang members in your town, and you've got a roster of 13, 14 cops, divided up into 2 shifts, 5 a.m. to 5 p.m., 5 p.m. to 5 a.m., on 3 rotations, 3 days on, 3 days off. How many times do you think the same people are going to get fucking stopped for the same thing multiple times a week?
A no-brainer.
Harassment.
Yeah, that's
Mount
harassment.
Lake Park Police Department in Illinois. That's their fucking practice.
Harassment. That's harassment.
Hispanics, blacks who are getting stopped for shit. They don't know they can keep going, and it's insane. There are probably a ton of Fourth Amendment violations going on up there.
Would you say that these point systems, this is how they measure activity for
Yes,
officers?
they're supposed to. Yes.
And the activity goes into...
Yeah, bro, that is
right?
such
So
Yes.
we're
bullshit.
the place now in the world where we're in a data revolution, and the data that they're collecting and collecting illegally from people to create data points and known associates and consistent behaviors and predictive behaviors and all this stuff. Does that tie into any possible like future federal funding for departments or
Grants? Yeah.
So all that. So all of those things
It was you know that racial profiling is done on traffic stops, right?
of course.
That's how they used to be. When I first started, a traffic stop was fucking 30 seconds. If you just were knocking down cars, and it was a verbal warning, you pulled somebody over, license, insurance, police, yeah, reason I stopped your speeding. You looked at the license, you ran them, they cleared, boom, all right, have a good night. And you went 10-8. You went 10-8. It was Highland Park Police Department, I believe it was Highland Park, or it was Hillside, one of the two, that sat
Highland
there.
Park, Illinois, or Highland Park, Dallas area.
Highland Park, Illinois, or Hillside, Illinois. It was one of those two that was caught pulling over too many Hispanics. So the next thing you know, traffic stop turns into 15 minutes on a verbal warning because we had to have a new program for racial profiling. Well, that's a program, so somebody benefits from the state from that. Turns out many years later, we found out it was bullshit. It was a disgruntled government employee, apparently, who lied about that study and made it all up. So now cops are stuck nationwide with racial profiling shit. Somebody's paying for it. Somebody's benefiting from it, so yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, well, yeah, and that fucks up the ratios.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
Good. Well, hey, I wanted to finally get a chance to check in and be part of the conversation. We know some same people out here, the 03 OG.
Yes, I follow him. He's got a badass mustache.
That's right.
Yeah.
DC, Daniel Clancy.
Yeah, he's going down some awesome rabbit holes that I don't go down anymore, but man's very intelligent.
Yes, he is. We're both former Marines, so I'm still parked in Cali and he's out in Arizona. But appreciate all you do and all the content you provide. Thanks for the awareness for the people across the country that have been clueless for too long.
Well, thank you. I appreciate you guys forcing me to relive shit. I'm like, oh my god, I just did it, didn't I? Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Hey,
yeah.
You fought the battle so we could win the war.
Yeah, you had the balls to serve. I didn't, so thank you.
All
right,
my honor.
Thank you.
You too.
All right, let's do.
I'm gonna go ahead and cut off right here. For y'all that showed up, I thank y'all. I thank God for y'all. Please like, share, subscribe. I'll see y'all later. Peace.